Good morning, everyone. Happy New Day. Good day. Thank you very much for attending. I'm glad to see you, and also over internet, YouTube. Today, I'd like to talk about negative goyo. The goyo is offering you time to kami-san because you receive so much blessing. You're happy, appreciate. You want to express your gratitude to your goyo, offering time to some people, the church cleanup. I say negative goyo. That's actually Reverend Kyoji's sermon in the Noriko. Why the Noriko sense story? I'd like to share that after the Sunday service. Thank you. Prayer for the ending of the novel coronavirus pandemic. Dear Konko Daidin Sama, Penji Kame no Kami Sama. Dear Konko Daidin Sama, Penji Kame no Kami Sama. We offer hearts of appreciation for love and virtue allowed to live in this very moment. Currently, a pandemic rapidly spreading through the world. The novel coronavirus pandemic causing much concern, raising anxiety among people and nations. That we offer hearty prayer to you for this pandemic to end as soon as possible. Sadly, there are those who have lost their lives because of this virus. We put the hands together to pray for this spiritual peace and happiness. Also pray for those who are infected by the virus to quickly recover and heal completely in order they may continue to contribute to society and the world. We pray for political, economical, education reform, so that all the anxiety, distrust, and blame we may have been hovered will dissipate. We be blessed with the return of the social order. For those suffering in the midst of the pandemic, please allow their hope, faith, and livelihood be restored. That's now more than ever. We commit to renew hearts of appreciation, having heart of calming, praying for and guiding others. May we all be awake to the truth that a faith that helps others, helps ourselves. Please use us to help in this global endeavor to end this pandemic and bring peace to this world. It is our sincere prayer that people of the world are in children to not only have peace of mind, but to live happily, safely, and good health. Dear Konko Daidin Sama, Kenji Kame no Kami Sama. Mediation prayer, prayer to page 2. Let us seek the sacred mediation of Jinkyu Kyogoroku, sincerely and wholeheartedly each and every day. When we receive the mediation of you with all our hearts and souls on this day, this very moment. Jinkyu Kyogoroku sama, Jinkyu Kyogoroku sama. Jinkyu Kyogoroku sama, Jinkyu Kyogoroku sama. Purification prayer. Through the way of mediation, may our sincere apology be acceptable to you, our divine parent. We acknowledge the mistakes and the misunderstandings, arrogance and ignorance of your divine favor. Apologize for our shortcomings and irreverences from past generations. Guide us amid the way of living to reflect your divine love with a pure, joyful, and loving heart, always one with you. Kami Prayer, page 3. Readily we pray that breeze of the heaven, the riches of the earth, time flows the widow seas, here the cause with the end. In heaven and earth, the life that natures all, and heaven and earth, the truth that all resolve. For these wonders form, for these wonders works. Let us pray, Kenji Kanino Kami. Let us pray the divine parent of the universe. Kami love within the care for all humanity. All who live between heaven and earth, to reveal Kami and divine parent, to live in Kami's infinite blessings. This is the way, yet many don't know the way, are lost in greed and selfishness. They suffer the second misfortune, with aid Kami's sorrow. How fondly Father Konko died, suffer the many trials in this world, but help us to faith and the sincerity, and receive the Kami's great blessing, and began a life of mutual fulfillment of Kami's humanity. Humbly we pray, the divine carrying wish was to fulfill. Konko died and accept the cause of mediation. That leads to the mutual benefit of Kami humanity. By day he taught the way of faith to all who sought him, expound the lesson of heaven and earth, and the healing of the Kami of the night. By night he prayed for the human being, seeking salvation for all who suffer, and healing of the dawn of the day. The ears of thought and the words change, leading the way from his task, the divine task to mediate. That was giving the sacred Tenchi certificate, the guiding creed for daily life. The divine favor was as renewed, and blessings flowing personally, establishing the way of return of prosperity, the way of mediation of Ikiyami Konko Daiji. By this wondrous revelation, the giving knowledge of the way, throughout her sanctification work, through pain, body, and soul, the way of mediation teaches us to turn our heart to Kami, with a regard for day or night, when the we're near or far. The way of mediation teaches us to pray with all the trust. For living under divine favor, we offer our sincere apologies and pledge to mend our way. Let us live of faith every day, seeking the rejoicing of divine favor. Let us care for the living pain and invite them through the way. Let us guide them who are lost and awaken them to a life of purpose. Kami is to fulfill us. We are fulfilling Kami. May this way mutual fulfillment be manifest in this world. May Kami restore true peace and the well-being of all people be fulfilled. We humbly pray, earnestly pray. Precision of Tenchi Katisuke. Prayer to page 6. 池上金光大臣、天地金の神、真に願い、おかげは我が心にあり、今月、今日で頼めに、Pray sincerely, all in your heart, one with kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring. Yamani and joy, look to kami always, now and forever, on this very day, pray. The movement for the mutual fulfillment of kami and me, prayer supplement, page 3. I will seek and receive mediation. I realize the lessons of kami. I'll live a joyful life of appreciation. I'll be one with kami. I pray for help and guide others as ally the way of kami and people. Adoration prayer. Prayer to page 7. We lift the eyes in awe for heaven soaring above. Lift our eyes up for heaven soaring above. We'll bow our heads in prayer for earth rich in thee. Living amid the sanctification of kami's great giving. How happy and grateful we are. The mediation of Jinkyu Kyogoroku does not stop for a single day. The protection of the divine parent embraces all far and wide. The blessings of kami flow in the living through all generations. The ways of kami mysterious and wonders beyond all understanding. Day by day, every day, earnestly and reverently, we pray the virtues of kami on the power of kami. In praise of Konko Daiji, page 8. Hear me, Konko Daiji Sama. Hear me, Konko Daiji Sama. Reverently waiting for your name. You upon the practice, it's your indulgent faith. You devote yourself to kami and will giving blessing divine. Then the word often before you heard the truth that kami needs us as we need kami. You accepted the kami's wish to give life to mediation. That's the way mediation of the Jinkyu Kyogoroku was formed. Countless numbers are saved, the deeper the burden were lifted, and the kami too was fulfilled. The divine will was thus revealed, the kami thanks the praise Kyogoroku. Hear the path and the word change, first step became one after another. But you step fast in faith and follow kami with a question. Finally, revealed the name of Tenchi no Kami, and Tenchi no Kami said, I send the Jinkyu Kyogoroku to bestow divine blessings and teach those who pray. Kami need humanity, and humanity need kami. With this great truth, kami will flourish and prosperity be assured from generation to generation. You upon us serve the mediation day and night. Early those who stop you, practice faith, receive blessings, and become one with the kami. You devote yourself fulfilling kami's ways that everyone be saved and become one kami. Kami praise for Buddha, saving kami in humanity. You can be humbled in devotion, left this physical world. On the day comes will be Konko Daijin Day. Humbly we give thanks to you for the mediation that be handed down from generation to generation. Through disciples and theirs in turn, the way how spread far and wide, we're giving wondrous blessings and the few endless divine favors, reflecting life of love and reverently praising great virtue. Mitama prayer, refer to page 12. Spirits of those who have gone before us, you will give in the gift of life, and this the person and the universe. You discerned duty to faithfully, each according to his span of years. You will be remembered eternally, life to be told from generation to generation. Honor the foundation of society and ritual families, through the mysterious workings of kami, into the Konko faith. We walk the way of Konko Daiji, respecting will of the divine parent. You may spend merit to your faith, to take into the world beyond, leave to descendants. For your loving favors, we revere you as the ancestral spirit of our homes, our divine spirits, who beseech you, stand by us, each and every one. Receive the favor of kami and help us to fulfill tasks as the people without failing. Take us, guide us, and reach us. That we never lose the way of faith, that we hand it unto all generations. That will be peace and prosperity within our homes. Take us, guide us, and reach us. Ancestral prayer, page 14. Dear Mitama Spirits, everlasting integral part of the divine parent of the universe, we pray that the Mitama of our ancestors family, as well as the Mitama of all people, are eternal peace and happiness. To you who have gone before us, we give thankfully for paving the way through hardship and the self-sacrifice, in order that we who are here today can receive all the benefits of the endeavor. To you, O ancestral spirits, we gratefully acknowledge the protection and guidance which you have placed upon us. We pray continue to protect and guide us through our daily lives. We pray to realize and develop the divine virtues this and every day. Prayer to the lay Reverend Masayaki and Kikue Kodama. Dear Reverend Masayaki and Kikue Kodama, now upon the ministers of the Konko Mission of Honolulu, we pray and honor the school for a lifetime of loving, helping renewing lives. To touch the lives of thousands of people and did incredible tasks to train believers to become ministers. We turn spread His faith in glory of Tenji Kami no Kami and Crystal White Island. We thank you for endless prayer and political mediation. We thank you for continuing to serve again prayer as mediators. We thank you for constantly watching over and guiding us. We thank you for love and equipping to all of us. Yes, please receive our prayer in the heart petition every day. We ask you to continue to pray for all of us and receive our hearts in time with the joy and soundness, trying to defeat anger and frustration. We ask you please continue to guide and embrace not only family, but also the ministers of believers of the Honolulu, and the Pepe, Ilo, Wakiela, Wedupema Baku Mission. Please assist us to meet who upon me among street for help and guidance. Please continue to support, inspire, to not protect, and serve the church that you have established. Allow your virtues to fill these halls in glory within Chicago no Kami can once again be regal good night, shine brightly. The most love, joy, and sincerity, we thank you. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Let's say good morning each other and see in front of you. Morning. Or the internet, YouTube. 한글을 보세요. 왜냐? Hi, good morning. Thank you very much. The last Sunday I talked about mottainai, which we show on video of mottainai grammar. Mottainai is a Japanese word, basically water waste. Also, we have to understand sources around us are precious because from kami-sama to us. That's why we don't want to waste like food and everything. So that's why we should have respect and gratitude and kind of waste. So that's very important for us. When we eat food, we appreciate. Sometimes we cannot eat everything. So we have to apologize. I'm sorry that I cannot eat that throw away. Sometimes in school, they don't allow to bring home. I'm sorry that because of law, because of regulation, I cannot take home. So I'm sorry to throw away. That's a very important. So that's a last recap. And today we're supposed to have a Shinto Kai, a Rotary Hanashikai at Wahiawa Church. It was canceled because of the number of infected people raised dramatically, so they canceled. We don't have. Instead, maybe we should clean the church. We didn't have opportunity to clean the church in July. If we have time, please help. So today, I mentioned the negative goyo, offering, in other words, to me, offering your time to kami-sama. Experience to kami-sama. So first, I'd like to read the teaching from the Voice of the Universe, page 79, number 245. 245, page 79. Since we are human, we think about our future and have many worries. Worries, however, can become a divine blessing through your practice of faith. You can be free from worries. If you practice faith, your worries will become divine blessings. Worries are poison to your body and reverence toward kami. From now on, you should entrust kami with your worries and practice faith. Then your worries will turn into divine blessings. Since we are human, we think about our future and have many worries. Worries, however, can become divine blessings through your practice of faith. You can be free from worries. If you practice faith, your worries will become divine blessings. Worries are poison to your body and reverence toward kami. From now on, you should entrust kami with the worries and practice faith. Then your worries will turn into divine blessings. We worry, yes, but worry turn to divine blessings. It's up to us. So I'd like to share the Reverend Kyoji's second son story. He's supposed to talk about this story at the Honolulu University, but he changed the topic. So his second son, when he was 13, 14 years old, playing basketball, he loved to play sports in basketball. He dislocated his left arm. So he was not able to play any sports for almost like 1 year, including basketball. He joined the basketball school. So very sad. This is the problem. And that's probably for family, not for him, but for family. It's kind of hard to see your son struggling, cannot, injury, but cannot play any sport that he really loved to do. So he started to support his teammate. He was a player, but he cannot play. He was not able to play, so he decided to support his teammate. So that's something new for him. But when the parent perspective, or the doctor say, oh, you have to go surgery, and worry because nobody in family have any surgery, they said. To the first surgery for family, and they listen to the procedure, so kind of, hard, so put in the balls and everything. And you have to go to the bigger hospital and check up, and another checkup 1 month later, another checkup 1 month later, and then 1 month later, it takes time. So they worry, they concerned. But finally, the doctor said, oh, the surgery, his surgery date was decided, and doctor said December 23rd, December 20 at 1 p.m. They were so surprised, shocked, because every year at Konko-sama's home, they have a memorial service for second Konko-sama, which is Kyoji Sensei's, he's a fifth generation. So his great-grandfather, great-grandfather, memorial service. Every year they have an annual service. It is the same day and the same time. So they feel like, oh, that's a blessing. So it was very negative feeling, but when you heard that, that's more like it's going to be all right. Maybe this is a message. Maybe just coincidence, but that helped him to stay calm. And also, when he was hospitalized to take care of everything, and first, right before the surgery, the parent have to leave him in the hospital by himself alone, only 13, 14 years old. So they kind of, wasted with him kind of feeling. But interesting that the PT therapist told him, oh, this one is Konko, your name is Konko. Oh, you must be Konko Kyo. He said, oh, yeah, my wife is Konko Kyo. Well, actually, one more Konko Kyo in this department, the physical therapy. So he called another physical therapist. He came to the room, and the therapist said, "Oh, you Konko? Oh, you're the brother of him. He's older brother's friend. They play baseball, the same club in school, so they know his brother very well. So they talk about the school, brothers a long time. And the Rabbi Kyoji's son, second text parents was a blessing. He was detailed to his parents was a blessing. He said it was a blessing. That's kind of huge. Teenager, even though maybe in the environment very excluded Kongo Kyo, but he realized it was a blessing. Right before surgery, he worried, but he was able to see someone who related to Kongo Kyo, related to his brother. He was able to stay calm. It was a blessing. He said that. And everything went well. He discharged. But still, rehab, everything takes time to heal, to play. He couldn't play sport right away. You have to wait, therapy. You have the crutch. I never used crutch, but it's kind of hard, right? You have to get used to. You have to walk, you have to go upstairs and everything. You start to get used to. But the school, his classmate, he was troublemaker. People know that he was troublemaker. Teachers know he's a troublemaker. Parents know he's a troublemaker. Helped him. People thought he was a troublemaker. But he's the one who supports him, the Rabbi Kyoji's son. Was surprised. Was very kind to him. And also, Rabbi Kyoji went to a school reunion. They met a friend who owned a shoe store. It's a special shoe store to make a special shoes for people. It's like a sport. So very perfectly fit your foot, that kind of shoe. So they talk about his son's injury, and he said, oh, maybe his shoes not fit to your son. So he stopped by, his friend, the Kyoji sensei's friend stopped by home and checked his son's foot and everything, shoes. So kind of adjust. And then they said, oh, maybe that's very important, Could you, come to school and teach the school teacher or sports, including all sports clubs and the students. So he came to school, he had a kind of lecture. So that actually that prevent future injury for many students. I think shoes is very important, especially like us young kids. So when think about this series of blessings, they start to feel like, oh, where is the problem? Problem was the injury. He wasn't able to play sports for 1 year, almost 1 year. In the process, they found so many blessings, especially not for him, for other people too. So they said that was a not good experience, the bad experience, that his son got injury and he loved sport and couldn't play sport at all for 1 year. Have to have a crutch. However, they saw a lot of blessings. And also, because he got injured, his classmate, people thought the troublemaker, was not troublemaker, actually. He is the one support Reverend Kyoji's son the most. He is kind. He has a good heart. Also, because of his injury, the many students in the same school, learn about shoes to prevent future injuries. So he thought, Reverend Kyoji thought that must be the funo goyo, it said negative goyo. That experience was bad for family, for him. But outcome, the future, to prevent many injuries. And the classmates, probably people start to see the different perspective about him. So he must be happy too. And himself, the Reverend Kyoji's son, saw many blessings in the process. So I think he learned more about faith. He learned more about Kami-sama. He feel more close to Kami-sama. So there's a many blessings for Reverend Kyoji's wife. It started with worry and bad experience, but turned to blessing, they believe. So that's a story. So he said, actually, that everything, there's no positive or negative in comedy invention. Everything instant leads to divine blessing in the future. But of course, up to us. Accept everything, good and bad, as kami's goyo. He realized later, after everything, he recapped everything, he realized that must be his goyo for many people. His son goyo. The teaching goes, since we're human, we think about our future and have many worries. Worries, however, can become divine blessing to practice with faith. You can be free from worry if you practice faith. Your worries will become divine blessing. Worries are poison to your body and irreverences toward Kami. From now on, you should entrust Kami with your worries, and practice faith. Then your worries will turn into divine blessings. We worry, we're human. That's okay. We can live with worry, but the thing is, we practice faith. We have to know worries turn to divine blessings up to us. Practice faith. Practice faith means to me, continue to trust Kami-sama, no matter what happens. or challenge to trust Kami-sama. And also accept everything as Kami-sama's guidance and think, pray, and do our best. We can find the best, what should I do? So Reverend Philip's experiences are very interesting to me. That's very obvious that the worry turned to blessings. His son, more religious. His classmate is safe. His other student, the classmate and other student, were able to prevent future injuries. The one worry, the injury, the big blessings. So I'd like to conclude today. Thank you very much. I'd like to recite 10 practice in closing prayer. Thank you very much. Thank you. Recitation of Tenchi Kakitsuke, prelude to page 6. 池上金光大事、天地仮面の神、真に願い、影は我が心にあり、今月、今日で頼み。Pray sincerely with all your heart, the one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, heart, grateful and carry. Young and joy, look to Kami always, now and forever, on this every day, pray. Closing prayer, page 15. Dear Divine Parent of the universe, we are deeply grateful for the way of mediation. We offer heartfelt gratitude for divine blessings, material, spiritual, temporary, and eternal. We pray a divine favor be granted to one all each and every day. Thank you very much. Now, the sing a song. Please rise, grateful, and Chinese moonlight.
lack of a private supplement or private case 46.
Private 46. With a heart caught up in love and glory, I praise my life every morning. Want you to shine, but somehow holding back joy and fear. Still live in my heart. Still I know, even when I slow aside, and run into someday bright, a shiny, shimmering, brilliant light, like God, the Father never ends. Instead of losing hope or weary once again, let's keep on moving forward with our heads and heart. We are all living in the world, and embracing you and me with His love. Supported by the presence we give for us, remember the love in our lives. When down and ready to surrender, when times are hard and seem so dark, just know each day that I'm never on my own. Gives me strength and courage to try harder. Only honest, with my great standing by my side. Sing hearts together we belong to the shiny, shimmering, brilliant light, like God, the Father never ends. Instead of losing hope or weary once again, let's keep on moving forward with our heads and heart. We are all living in the world, and embracing you and me with His love. Supported by the presence we give for us, remember the love in our lives. Instead of losing hope or weary once again, let's keep on moving forward with our heads and heart. We are all living in the world, and embracing you and me with His love. Supported by the presence we give for us, remember our love in our lives. Thank you very much. Please be seated. So after this, if you can, please join the church cleanup. And next Sunday, we supposed to have a board of directors meeting, but we postponed to 16. Next Sunday, right after our monthly service, I go to Whitepark Church to perform the Reverend Mitsuko Yasudake's memorial service, 100 days memorial service. Right after the service, I go. Reverend Tetsuo Sensei said he wants to welcome any people, but since the COVID-19 situation, he's thinking to limit the number to attend the service. Maybe only family members, and when offering tamaguchi, they're allowed to offer tamaguchi, but maybe they need to limit only like a 10 people or 15 people. That I was told. Any announcement? Okay. Anybody any announcement? And the giver also made a pastry, and also Amy's friend also made pastry today. Thank you very much. So if you can stay, please help.
Sensei. Good morning, thank you. This is for your mother. How's that going? We had
I want to mail to the
Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave this here for now until we get